Hi, everyone. Welcome back. I'm so happy you're here today. We're going to learn English for one of the most exciting places in the world, the airport. Maybe you're planning your first trip. Maybe you're just curious. Either way, today's episode will help you feel much more confident.
Hi, I'm excited, but airports also make me nervous. There are so many signs, so many people, and everyone looks like they know what they're doing.
That's a very common feeling. Don't worry. By the end of today's episode, airports will feel much less confusing. And listeners, don't just listen. Speak with us. Repeat the words. Answer before Jack. That's the best way to learn.
Challenge accepted. I hope I don't miss my flight before the episode ends.
If you do, we'll just catch the next one.
That's good to know.
Let's begin with a simple question. Have you ever been to an airport?
Yes, once, but I mostly followed my family. I didn't really speak English.
That's normal. Many people do the same. But today, you'll learn how to do it yourself.
I'm ready.
Great. Let's start with one very important word.
Okay.
The first word is flight.
Flight.
A flight is the journey by airplane.
So I can say my flight is at 10 a.m.?
Right, that's natural.
What's another important word?
Airport.
That sounds easy.
Good. Here's a sentence. The airport is very busy today.
The airport is very busy today.
Nice. Listeners, pause for a moment and say that sentence out loud. I'll wait too. The next word is passport.
I know that one. It's the small book for travel.
Exactly. You need your passport for international travel.
Can I say I forgot my passport?
Yes, but I hope you never have to say that at the airport.
That would be a terrible day.
It really would.
Have you ever forgotten something important before a trip?
Once I forgot my phone charger. It wasn't a big problem, but I spent an hour looking for a new one.
That's much better than forgetting a passport.
Definitely.
What's next?
Another important word is ticket.
But now many people use their phones.
That's true. Some people have a paper ticket and some have an electronic ticket.
So I can say, here's my ticket.
Yes, very natural.
What's the difference between a ticket and a boarding pass?
That's a great question. Your ticket is your travel booking. Your boarding pass lets you get on the airplane.
Oh, so they're not the same.
Exactly.
I always thought they were.
Many learners do.
Listeners, did you know the difference? Answer before I do.
Now let's learn boarding pass.
Boarding pass.
Try the sentence. Where can I get my boarding pass?
Where can I get my boarding pass?
Good.
When do we use that?
Usually after check-in.
Ah, check-in. I've heard that many times.
Yes, check-in means telling the airline you're ready for your flight.
Can I say I'd like to check in?
That's exactly what you should say.
That sounds easy.
It is. Simple English works very well at airports.
That's good news for beginners like me.
Absolutely.
What's another useful word?
Luggage.
Luggage means bags, right?
Right. Suitcases, backpacks, travel bags, they're all luggage.
Can I say this is my luggage?
Yes.
What's the difference between luggage and baggage?
They mean almost the same thing. At airports, you'll hear both words.
So either one is okay?
Yes.
Nice.
Let's practice.
Okay.
I'll ask you a question. What do you need before an international flight?
My passport,
Good.
my ticket,
Right?
my boarding pass.
Yes. Great job.
I'm getting more confident already.
That's the goal.
Listeners, did you answer before me?
Let's move to the first place you'll visit inside the airport.
Where is that?
The check-in counter.
What happens there?
You show your passport, you check in, you give your luggage to the airline.
So I can say, where's the check-in counter?
Exactly.
That's useful.
Another place is security.
I know that's where they check your bags.
Yes, they also check passengers.
Do I need to speak much there?
Usually not, but you may hear simple instructions.
Like what?
Please take off your jacket.
Okay.
Put your bag here.
Easy enough.
Walk through.
That's short.
Yes, airport English is often simple.
That's encouraging.
After security, you'll look for your gate.
Gate?
A gate is where you wait before getting on the airplane.
So I can ask, where is gate 15?
Exactly.
And someone might answer, go straight.
Yes.
Or turn left.
Right.
That reminds me of our directions episode.
A good memory.
Airports are like small cities.
They really are.
What if I can't find my gate?
Then ask an airport worker.
What should I say?
Excuse me, where is gate 18?
That's polite.
Very polite.
I like simple questions.
Simple questions are powerful.
Have you ever gone to the wrong gate?
Once.
Really?
Yes, I was talking with a friend and didn't notice the gate had changed.
Oh no.
I heard my name over the speaker.
That must have been embarrassing.
It was. I had to run.
Did you catch the flight?
Yes, but just in time.
I'll remember to check the gate number.
That's a smart idea.
Listeners, here's a question for you. What would you say if you couldn't find your gate? Pause and answer now.
And nice practice.
What's the next place?
Immigration.
That word sounds difficult.
The word is long, but the questions are usually simple.
Like what?
Why are you visiting?
I can answer, I'm here for vacation.
Right.
Or I'm here for business.
Exactly.
What if they ask, how long will you stay?
You can answer, I'll stay for 5 days.
That's not too hard.
Not at all.
I always imagined very difficult conversations.
Most airport conversations are short and clear.
That's a relief.
Before we continue, let's practice together.
Sounds good.
Repeat after me. I'd like to check in.
I'd like to check in.
Here's my passport.
Here's my passport.
Where is my gate? Where is my gate? Thank you. Thank you. Great. Listeners, say each sentence one more time without looking.
I think I'm starting to sound like a real traveler.
You are. And we're only getting started.
I'm excited for the next part.
Me too. Soon we'll learn what to say at the airline counter, what to say if you need help, and then we'll practice everything in a realistic airport conversation.
I can't wait.
Welcome back. We stopped just before one of the most useful parts of airport English.
I'm ready. I already know flight, passport, boarding pass, and gate.
Right. That's a strong start. Now let's learn what people actually say at the airline counter.
Great. That's the part that makes me nervous.
It doesn't have to. Imagine you walk up to the counter.
Okay.
The staff member smiles and says, "Good morning. May I see your passport, please?"
I can answer, sure, here you are.
Right. That's natural.
Then what happens?
They might ask, "Do you have any bags to check?"
What does check mean here?
Good question. It means you give your suitcase to the airline. They put it under the airplane.
So the bag doesn't stay with me.
Exactly.
What if I only have a backpack?
Then you can say, "No, I only have a carry-on."
Carry-on.
A carry-on is a small bag that stays with you on the airplane.
Oh, so a checked bag and a carry-on are different.
Exactly.
That's easy to remember now.
Let's practice.
I'm ready.
Do you have any bags to check?
Yes, I have one suitcase.
Good.
Or I can say, no, I only have a carry-on.
That's correct.
Listeners, answer before I do. Do you have any bags to check?
Here's another common question.
Okay.
Would you like a window seat or an aisle seat?
I always hear those words.
A window seat is next to the window.
Easy.
An aisle seat is next to the walkway.
Which one do you like?
I usually choose the aisle seat because I like to stand up during long flights.
I like looking outside, so I choose the window seat.
That's a popular choice.
How do I answer?
Simply say, "A window seat, please."
Or an aisle seat, please.
Exactly.
That's much easier than I expected.
Airport English is often simple and polite.
That's good news.
Another question you may hear is, "Did you pack your bags yourself?"
Why do they ask that?
It's a security question.
So I answer, yes, I did.
Right.
What if someone helped me?
Then answer honestly.
That makes sense.
Always tell the truth at the airport.
Definitely.
Now, let's imagine another situation.
Okay.
Your flight is delayed.
Oh no.
You see a screen that says delayed.
What does delayed mean?
It means your flight will leave later than planned.
And on time means everything is normal.
Exactly.
What if my flight is canceled?
Then you need to speak with the airline staff.
What should I say?
You can ask, "Can you help me, please?"
That's simple.
Or, "When is the next flight?"
That's useful.
Here's another helpful sentence.
I'm listening.
"Where can I charge my phone?"
Oh, I would ask that.
I think many travelers would.
Especially if the battery is almost dead.
Exactly.
Have you ever had that problem?
Yes, once my phone had only 2% battery before boarding.
That's stressful.
I found a charging station just in time.
Lucky.
Very lucky.
I always carry a power bank now.
That's a smart habit. Listeners, what would you do with 2% battery before a long flight? Think about your answer in English. Now, let's practice asking for help.
Good idea.
Repeat after me. Excuse me.
Excuse me.
Can you help me?
Can you help me?
I can't find my gate.
I can't find my gate.
Where is the restroom?
Where's the restroom?
Very good.
Those sentences seem useful everywhere.
They really are.
What if I don't understand someone?
That's another important question.
What should I say?
You can politely say, "Could you say that again, please?"
That's much better than pretending I understand.
Exactly.
Can I also say, could you speak more slowly, please?
Yes, native speakers hear that often.
So I shouldn't feel embarrassed.
Not at all. Most people are happy to help.
That makes me feel better.
Confidence grows when you know a few useful sentences.
I can already feel that.
Let's play a quick speaking game.
Sounds fun.
I'll say a situation. You answer.
Okay.
You lost your gate.
Excuse me, where is gate 12?
Right.
Next one.
You don't understand the staff member.
Could you say that again, please?
Good.
Another one.
You want a seat by the window.
A window seat, please.
That's correct.
I'm getting faster.
You are.
Listeners, answer before I do. Ready?
You have one suitcase.
Yes, I have one bag to check.
Nice.
This is actually fun.
Learning works best when it's practical.
I agree.
Now it's time for our airport role play.
I'm a little nervous.
That's okay. Just use what you've learned.
I'll try.
Good morning. May I see your passport, please?
Certainly. Here you are.
Thank you. Where are you traveling today?
I'm flying to London.
Great. Do you have any bags to check?
Yes, I have one suitcase.
Perfect. Would you like a window seat or an aisle seat?
A window seat, please.
Certainly. Here's your boarding pass.
Thank you.
Your gate is A12. Boarding starts at 9:30.
Excuse me, where is gate A12?
Go straight, then turn right.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Have a nice flight.
Wait,
What's wrong?
I don't understand boarding starts.
Good catch. It means passengers can begin getting on the airplane.
Oh, so I should go to the gate before that time.
Exactly.
Thanks for explaining.
Let's continue.
Okay,
You arrive at security.
all right.
Please place your bag here.
Certainly.
Please walk through.
Like this?
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That conversation wasn't difficult.
That's because you used short, clear English.
I think I could really do this now.
I think so too.
Can we review a few things together?
Of course. What was the word for the paper that lets you get on the airplane?
Boarding pass.
Right. What do you call the place where you wait before your flight?
The gate.
Exactly. What do you say when you need help?
Excuse me, can you help me, please?
Very good. What do you ask if you don't understand?
Could you say that again, please?
Right. And if someone speaks too fast?
Could you speak more slowly, please?
That's natural.
I remember much more than I expected.
You should be proud. At the beginning, airports felt confusing.
Now they feel much more familiar.
That's real progress.
I think I could travel with more confidence now.
And listeners, you've learned with us every step of the way.
Here's today's speaking challenge.
Imagine you're checking in for an international flight.
Introduce yourself.
Show your passport.
Ask for a window or an aisle seat.
Ask where your gate is.
Then say goodbye politely.
Try the whole conversation out loud. Don't worry if you make mistakes. Every sentence makes you stronger.
We'd also love to hear from you.
Tell us in the comments. Have you ever flown on an airplane?
Or if you haven't, where would you like to travel one day?
Tomorrow, we'll learn another real-life English topic that you can use immediately.
So keep practicing, keep speaking, and don't be afraid to use English.
Thanks for spending time with us today.
Have a safe trip, wherever you're going.
See you in the next episode.
Bye, everyone.